Hello, guys. This is my intake about the Nicki Minaj and SZA situation. But before I start, I want to give a shout out to this hashtag that's called Justice for Demore. Okay, Desiree Perez has a very discussion discussing situation going on towards her daughter. Desiree Perez, she is CEO of Rock Nation. She had did a lot of gross stuff towards her daughter. She watched her daughter play with fruits. I can't say the word. Y'all know what I want to say, but I can't say it. So we're gonna say she was playing. So Desiree had hidden a camera in her daughter's Demore's room while her and her husband, while Demore and her husband was playing with fruit. Desiree was watching. Desiree was watching the whole entire thing, which is very disgusting. Which is sad. That was disgusting. So I hope y'all can go to that hashtag. Go to that hashtag. Click it. Go to the hashtag and click the whole situation, and y'all can see what's going on. Prayers up to the more. Okay. Since we got that out the way, we're going to talk about SZA at the moment. Mrs. Freckles. We're going to speak about Miss Freckles. Okay, so I know this is kind of blurry, but I can read this. Okay, so this all started out just because. This all started out just because Nicki Minaj was talking about her ex CEO. Okay, reason why she that's this is ex CEO, right? The reason why that's her ex CEO is just highly just because she got tired of him managing her, and then she got mad at him for not allowing her to release music. And she was bashing the heck out of him on Twitter a few years back. She was bashing the heck out of him, and everybody was attacking him. And he said some cruel and messed up things to her fans, etc., etc., etc. I can't remember that she got on him for that. I can't remember, but his name. His name is Punch. Okay, so Nicki Minaj made a tweet about Desiree Perez. She was talking about what she was doing with her daughter, etc., etc., etc. She was talking about what she was talking about, like bringing awareness, of course. When she was just talking about the whole situation, etc., 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 it was like, guys, wait a minute. Do y'all remember that TDE guy that kept harassing me multiple times on Twitter? A lot of Barb's comment on her post she made, and they was like, yeah, his name was Punch TDE. And she was like, oh yeah. And then she starts saying things about him, said etc., saying that was messed up. I didn't do anything to you. It was attacking me, unprovoked, etc., etc., etc. Here it comes. SZA came out talking about Mercury, Rico, don't take the bait, LL Silly Group. Right after saw Nicki Minaj exposing the heck of her ex manager. After you was talking hot shit about your ex manager a few years back, you was talking shit. Girl, you was talking hot shit about him on Twitter. I don't know you deleted it or not, but you was talking hot shit about Punch. And everybody was on Punch ass. Yeah, I was on his ass too. Cause how you gonna do all that? Like, why would you do that? It was weird. She was saying a whole lot of stuff. Like, how are you gonna defend this dude after you was talking shit? That's she's weird. It like whole situation right now. What it's giving me is pick me. So all this right here, like all this situation, Nikki wasn't talking to you. She wasn't bothering you. This whole thing just giving me pick me. Pick me. I want attention. Oh my gosh, she exposing my ex manager. Oh my god, how am I getting the situation? That's what it's giving. Pick me. You are a bully. I don't care what anybody say. SZA is a bully. Miss Freckles, you are a bully. You've been doing this to multiple people, shading them multiple times. And then when they got on you, you gonna act all surprised and then act victim. Oh my God, why are you doing this to me? No, you did this to yourself. And then when Nikki got on your bus, you gonna say that I don't give a fuck about all that weird shit you popping. Baby girl, you do give a fuck. You do care. Let's be real, baby girl. You do care. If you never cared, you would have made that tweet 58 minutes ago. If you never cared, you would have never made that tweet. You knew she was going off a punch. You saw that opportunity to gain some attention, some likes. Oh shit, my old song was flopping. Oh my god, my long song is flopping. How the fuck I get it to rise? Oh, let me see. I'ma speak about Nicki Minaj. That's what you did. That's how you do it. Your song is flopping. You want likes and views. You saw the opportunity. You saw her exposing your little ex-manager punch. Oh my God, my last song is flopping. It's not getting that much views. How can I put myself in this situation? Oh my God, let me make a sour tweet. Of course, Nicki Minaj gonna respond to it. Or I'ma type about the Riconade. I'm low-key shade her. Knowing damn well you should have made that tweet earlier. When you made that tweet earlier, everything could have been settled. What make it more funny if it wasn't towards you? Your comment be like, oh, Nikki, I'm so sorry. This tweet wasn't towards you. I'm sorry if I offended you any kind of way. I didn't mean that happen. That's a better way. If that was never directed towards Nicki Minaj, that's what you would say. It like how I said it, it wouldn't be like that, but like say in a way that it wasn't directed to you. Like in a nice way. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, Nikki. I'm a big fan. Or saying like a nice way doesn't mean how you could say it like I'm saying it. Saying in a nice way. Just say like, oh, Nikki, I ain't mean like that. I'm sorry. I wasn't making this towards you. I was just talking about the Mercury. Mercury's coming, etc., and people's attitude could change, etc. It wasn't towards you. I'm a astronomy kind of person. I'm not attacking you. And then Nikki will understand and say, oh, I'm sorry, babe. And she will delete the tweets. Or you could call Nikki, try to call Nikki, and y'all could talk to each other. That's how y'all could do it. Everything could have been settled. But you gonna make the shady ass response, I don't give a fuck about none of the weird shit you popping. Obviously, this whole thing was directed towards her. SZA, you know what the fuck you was doing. Mrs. Freckles, you knew what the fuck you was doing. Mrs. Freckles, you knew what the fuck you was doing, baby girl. You knew everything what you was doing. This was shady. It was shady. All this was shady, and you knew what you was doing. You knew what you was doing. You tried to be funny. You knew what you was doing. Like you knew what you were doing the whole freaking time. It was really, 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 really shady. All you could have said, Nikki, it wasn't towards you. Like any kind of way, you couldn't. You don't have to copy what I had said, how I was going to say it, but you could have said any kind of way that wasn't towards her. But obviously, it was towards her, so you were shady about it. And then you gonna say you don't give a fuck, baby girl. You do give a fuck. You know why you gave a fuck? You know why you give a fuck? Because you been caught. That's why you give a fuck. Cause you been caught. You been caught throwing shade. That's how you give a fuck. You was caught. Baby girl, you was caught. You was caught. That's how you gave a fuck. You was caught for being goddamn shady. Simple as that. Don't be shady and you won't get blasted. You be shady to multiple people, even your ex-manager. And then you gonna hop on Twitter and say that, oh, I'm finna be off. I'm gonna be off. No, before that, this is before she said it. I'm sorry. Let me fix myself. Before she said the whole situation, she hopped on Twitter. She was responding to few I'm sorry, not bars. She responding to few barbs. Responding to few of them barbs. And then after that, she made a whole post. I can't remember was it directly towards the board, but it was directly towards someone. I can't remember. But she made a whole post. She said, I be bullied every day by millions of people. You know why? Because you the bully. I love it when a bully gets bullied. You are a pick-me bully, SZA. You bully Kai Snap on stream on Twitch, calling him names. And then after that, when he found out, you try to act all cute and funny. Oh, I ain't mean it. I ain't mean like, wait. No, you fake as fuck. You weird. You are a pick me. During that whole live, I was trying to defend you. I'm like, no, sis ain't a pick me. You was giving the most pick me energy. Lizzo was just having fun. I don't like Lizzo, but she was having fun. You were just giving pick me vibes. You did not want to go on his Twitch because you know everybody's going to be on your ass. You know everybody's going to be on your ass for the fakery shit you be doing. That's why you didn't be alone. And you proclaim, it's because my anxiety. Bitch, you have no fucking anxiety. All that shit you be talking, all that shit you be running and acting victim, bitch, you don't have no damn anxiety. That's your excuse to make people feel bad about you. Bitch, you don't have no anxiety. Stop faking it. You came up on Twitter talking shit about Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj got on that ass, and then you want to try to cry wolf, act victim. All you could have said, Nicki, this wasn't towards you. If it wasn't actually towards her, you would have said anything to get in her great side. Not her great side, her good side. But you made another shady response under her post. So obviously, it was directed towards her. This is what none of y'all dumb fan bases can get. None of the tardy fan bases, none of the freckles fan bases, none of like nobody can understand. That was directed towards Nicki Minaj, and y'all know it. Y'all feeding into the shit because y'all don't like Nicki Minaj, quote unquote, don't like, but be on her streams, be on all her posts when she not really talking about nobody, just talking about her family in a positive way, or talking about her tour in a positive way, and here y'all come on her post saying make better music. Obviously, she making good ass music because she over here selling out a stadium. She went on Madison. I'm sorry. She was on Madison Square motherfucking Garden, bitch. Honestly, y'all bitter as hell. Like I said before, all she should have did It was not talk shit about Nicki Minaj. She shouldn't have talk shit about Nicki Minaj. Talk no shit at all about Nicki Minaj. If she has not talked shit about Nicki Minaj, the whole thing will be good. Simple as that. Like I said before, I'm gonna repeat myself because a lot of people won't be able to listen to this correctly. Y'all have some slowness in your brain. This all started all because SZA wanna be shady as fuck. Nicki Minaj was not talking about no SZA or anybody else. The only person she was focused on is Demare, which is the innocent girl, and Desiree, which is the mother that was absolutely doing sick stuff towards her sister. Not sister. I keep saying sister. So towards her daughter. So be sure to look at the hashtag he has up for Demore. Justice for Demore on Twitter. She was just talking about the CEO Desiree talking about what she did to Demore. Watch her daughter play with fruit with her husband, calling Demore's husband a strong ER. Like she's racist. I can't say it, but you know what the strong ER is. But besides that, be sure to look up the hashtag on Twitter. Justice for Demore. When you look at that hashtag, it's all information, court papers, everything's there. Y'all want proof. Besides that, besides that, all SZA could have did kept her mouth shut. That whole tweet was towards Nicki. SZA, she's a storm. Like she like speaking about planets and all that stuff. I get what she is. I know what she is. Like speaking about that. But for the fact that you had spoke about it right when Nicki Minaj was talking about your ex manager makes very curious signs. And obviously, everybody knew you was talking about Nicki Minaj at that time. Like everybody knew, even your little fans knew you was talking about Nicki Minaj at that time when she was talking about your manager, your ex manager. I apologize. Your ex manager that you had talked shit about a few years back. Dog rat the fuck out of him on Twitter. Yeah, that dude. That you dogged the fuck out of. Yeah, I remember that dude. You was dogging the fuck out of him. But besides that, you came to defend the person you dogged the fuck out of after dropping him on Twitter. Say that bogus shit. And then Nicki Minaj respond, you gonna say that I don't give a fuck or none of that shit you popping. Obviously you do give a fuck, and that response give it clear as day that was directed towards Nicki. If that tweet was not directed towards Nicki, you would be saying something like, I repeat, mind y'all. Ain't gonna say it just like I'm saying it, but she would have said something similar. She would have said, "Oh, Nicki, no, 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 no. I'm talking about what would happen. I'm a astronomy kind of person, etc., etc." I yeah, you'll be talking about that. You'll be like, "No, Nicki, I'm not talking about you whatsoever. I wasn't talking about you whatsoever. I was talking about what happened on July, whenever it happens, you know, when the whole situation happened. I would have told you about it. I wouldn't have talked about you about it, etc. No, I wasn't talking about you. No shade. I love you to death." And then Nicki Minaj, you know, Nicki Minaj is a really forgiving person. She'll understand, oh, I'm sorry, babe. I'll delete the tweet. I love you back. All welcome. Like Nicki, she'll do that. But obviously, the response she made, obviously saying that it is directed towards Nicki Minaj. And you know why you do that? Do you know why you made that tweet? Your last single flop. Yikes. It flopped. So you bought bots. You was at 100 and something subscribers on, no, 100 and something listeners on Spotify. 100 million something listeners on Spotify. Drop down, baby girl. Lost 50. Thanks. You lost 50. Your song flopped. You got mad. Hoo hoo. You got mad, so he was like, Nicki Minaj just talk about my ex manager. How should I get involved? How should I get involved? Nicki Minaj is talking about my ex manager. How should I get involved? Huh? Oh, I know how I get involved. Let me make a sub tweet. There we go. Knowing you, you know that was directed. Everybody seen it. Barb seen it, they comment. Your fans seen it, they comment. They're like, oh my God, get Nicki. Like, everybody knows that was towards Nicki. And then when Nicki responds to you, you're gonna act victim. Saying you don't give a shit. You do give a shit. If that was never towards her, you would have said it was never towards you, Nicki. Like a nicer way. Simple as that. You would have said it wasn't towards you. But for a fact you didn't say that and you made that shady ass response back, obviously it was towards her. It was towards her. And you just thought she was not going to respond towards it. No, you knew she was going to respond to it because you was a pick me. You did all that for fucking views. You know she was going to respond to you. This is what you wanted. You wanted to be for Nicki Minaj. Freckles. You wanted to beef with Nicki Minaj, Mrs. Freckles. That's why you did it. That's why you did it. You knew what you did. Did it. You did it. You did it. You know what you did? You did all that for views and likes. A little like. You know your whole other tweets about her or shading her will get 100K. All because of who? Nicki Minaj. Thank you, Nicki Minaj, for giving me like, and thank you for shading me. It worked. Now people is playing your music. Just like the fucking Stallion. When she dissed Nicki got on that ass. He wouldn't have played victim. I don't know what you're talking about. Yes, you do. All because of Nicki Minaj, your song went #1 for a week, but #1. All because of who? Nicki Minaj. SZA saw the opportunity. Mrs. Freckles saw the opportunity and went to diss Nicki Minaj. That's why you did it. This Nicki Minaj, because your whole set list, your whole music is flopping. It's flopping bad. That's why you did it. You wanted views. You want a little check from it. You flopped. Your last single flopped. That's why you're doing it. Simple as that, Conrad. Simple as that, Conrad. You did it for views. You want a reaction towards Nicki Minaj. Yes, Freckles, you wanted it. You a fake has-been. Everybody pulled out an end out of you. Drake fucked you. Everybody in the industry already fucked that. You an easy target, Freckles. And the fact you lied on public TV, I can't say public TV because that wasn't public TV. The fact that you lied on an interview that was posted on YouTube saying that was your natural hair and your natural freckles and you was being bullied from it when you was younger. Come to find out that was never your freckles. You drew that on. And that hair was never real. Yes, you have real hair, but that wig you was wearing, you said this is all my hair and this is real freckles. None of that was real. You went to go perform and that shit almost came off. We saw your natural hair. And the fact we found out that was freckles, one day you just absolutely moved it and you went natural. The freckles wasn't there and you like, oops. Well, you lied about my freckles. You lied and said your leg was broken, but the whole time everybody knew why you was wearing that, like going to that war show, act like you had a broken leg to accept your award with Doja Cat. No, baby, everybody knew why you was fake hurting. It's because you was getting a BBL. All that was for a BBL. Cause obviously with the BBL, you need help to get back up, and you need to sit a certain way. And baby girl, you was sitting a certain way. And as I saw on the video or a picture, I saw you sitting on something. And obviously, it looks like a BBL thingy that you sit on to make you feel more comfortable, because you can't directly sit down. Or, it probably wasn't that. When you directly can sit down, you have to sit down a certain way. You don't have to be protected on something. But you still was injured because you just got a BBL. You got a new BBL and you act like it was your leg. Bitch, it was not your fucking leg. Girl, you was not injured. You got a BBL and you try to hit it and try to lie to the public and say, oh, I got injured. No, baby girl, that was your BBL. You just got surgery. You just had surgery. You ain't fooling nobody. You're not fooling no one like them freckles and that fake ass hair you had on. And you gonna say you been bullied? You know why you been bullied? Cause you was the bully. You been bullied in school cause you was the bully. Now you been bullied here cause you the bully. I love when the bully get bullied. You was being bullied. Nicki Minaj got on your ass for being bullied towards her, and then you want to act victim. Simple as that. You got caught slacking. Nicki got on that ass. You try to act victim. Oh, I get bullied every day by millions. You know why? Cause you the bully. I'll bully you myself, but I ain't gonna do that. Now, if someone like you in school was trying to bully me, yeah, I'm gonna attack the hell out of you. I will attack the, I'll attack the heck out of you. I'll be on your butt every single day. You're a whole bully trying to bully me. And then act victim afterwards, and people be on your side. I don't give a hell. I will be on your ass. You ain't gonna bully me. And I'm glad Nicki Minaj is on your ass. Maybe this time will give you a good choice not to bully anybody else. Now you gonna act like you being harassed every day. You know why you're being harassed every day? Because you being bullied. You being a bully towards other people. You being bullied to your ex manager. You being bullied to multiple artists. You being a bully towards Nicki Minaj. Did all that for clout. You wanted some likes. So you was like, she mentioning Punch. Let me insert my situation in. Let me insert my little input in. So you insert your input. She came at you and you made a shady ass comment. So obviously, everybody knew it was about Nicki Minaj. You knew it was about Nicki Minaj. You made a shady comment. You didn't want to clear anything up. You know why? Because that was directed towards Nicki Minaj. Case closed. Bitch, you deserved everything. You deserve everything. Simple as that. Stream gone. Stream done. Simple as that. That's my intake. Miss Freckles, you're a fucking liar. And I hope the most harmful things comes to you. I hope the most harmful things come towards you. I'm not speaking about death. Death is not okay. I hope the harmful things come to you. I hope God see what you are doing towards people that's not attacking you. I hope the worst in your career comes to you. You're a horrible effing person. You're horrible. And I hope you seek help. Be sure to follow me on Twitter, guys. Harajuku Barbie. My username is HARAIUKU BARIB. And my Twitch/YouTube Twitter is Bratfied, BRATFIES. Is the S at the end. Be sure to sub this, etc. And that's a. I mean, follow my Instagram, and that's my intake. I hope you have a great night and stay blessed. Night night.